So when Mike Sciarra first met, it was definitely friends at first sight. But as fate would have it, their friendship blossomed into much more.
It was just a feeling that, this feels just so right.
After 5 years of marriage, the Sciarras felt blessed when their first son, Jared, was born. But an unexpected blow would shatter their happy world.
Right before his second birthday, we found out that Jared was autistic.
Now, with a second baby on the way, the couple juggles both worry and anticipation.
Okay.
Here we go.
Jared, look at mommy. Are you happy? Happy?
Yeah.
We met each other 11 years ago when we worked at the same company.
We worked in different departments, so there was no conflict of
No
interest.
hanky-panky with the boss.
No, nothing like that.
We were very good friends for almost 2 years before we even thought about dating each other. At the time, Mike was in a marriage.
As my first marriage wound up ending, our friendship just continued for a while, and then eventually developed into a relationship. I have a daughter, and that was definitely an issue for us in our relationship.
You want my son play?
Play?
Yeah. I'm not going to alienate, a daughter that I love, and I want to be part of my life, and I also love Chrissy, and I want her to be part of my life. So it took some time to develop, and it's a great relationship now. It's a lot of fun.
Sure.
Come on.
Our very first date, I wanted to get him chicken pox.
When he got the chicken pox and I didn't see him for a week straight, I desperately missed him. I was miserable, and I realized that I was in love with him. After he was well from his chicken pox episode, we just spent every waking moment together. I couldn't get enough of being around him. So we just knew it was meant to be.
It was just a feeling that, this feels just so right.
Right.
Yeah.
We were dating solidly for a year and a half. We went to brunch for my dad's birthday, and he stood up and he said, I have something to say. And I was like, oh, how nice, he's going to toast my dad, right? So all of a sudden, I look up and he wasn't there anymore, and I look down, there he was on his knee. And he had the ring on, and he asked me to marry him. Got married in September. As long as we both showed it. I cried all that time. It was very emotional. It was such a great day. It was a good 5 years that we were married before we got pregnant.
We did have a different agenda to get our lives settled first. That was pretty important for us.
Once I made the decision that we were going to have a baby, I realized that that was a part of my life that was definitely missing. It happened real fast.
It's amazing because you never know where the love's going to come, and then this new human comes into your life. And oh my God. All this I didn't even know I had in me. And it's amazing.
When Jared was 23 months old, right before his second birthday, we found out that Jared was autistic. It was something that was really hard for us to handle. We pretty much knew beforehand he had some developmental problems. Yay! It was a really tough problem.
All right.
You mad?
He's mad.
I don't know what you're mad about, honey.
It was overwhelming. We just had so much thrown out at us, not knowing what we need to do, how to do it.
The one thing I asked my family was to not treat him differently. I wanted them to love Jared as much as they loved Jared the day before we found out he was autistic. Since Jared has been born, I have smiled or laughed every single day for 3 years and 4 months. That child makes me so happy, and I just smile every time I see him.
He just amazes you every day.
Yeah.
He does something.
Every day.
Special little boy. He really is.
Tickle, little. We thought that the time was right after he turned 3 to try to get pregnant again. we thought it was really important for Jared to have a sibling, and our dream was to have 2 children, and I did not want to live with regret.
We didn't know why Jared was autistic to start with. Are we going to overwhelm ourselves with now another child that had the potential of being autistic also? We have no idea. And it was a scary decision. It really was.
Do you want this? No. Say thank you.
You're welcome.
Good boy. Our chances of having another autistic child, I believe, are 3 to 8%. And we felt that the odds were small enough that we were willing to take the chance. We really wanted to have another child. Absolutely. Jared, what's this?
It's Kylie.
Is that your little baby sister? Huh? Surprise. Oh, God. Got pregnant around Easter time. I did have an amnio, and we found out we were having a little girl. We were very excited.
Yeah. Are you coming out soon? Hello?
Mike came up to me one day, had the name book out, and opened, he's like, I like this name. I'm like, what is it? He's like, Kylie. I was like, done. It hit me. As soon as he said it, I'm like, that's a great name.
So my swing set is
I
down.
personally think I'm going to be most excited is when I'm actually holding her and we have her home and the love again, and you don't know where it's going to come from. And I think that's when I'm excited to feel that.
The baby will definitely complete our family.
The marriage is just as strong now as it was before Jared and before, the baby here. So, we love each other more today than we did when we first got together. So
Come on.
we know we're doing it right.
We all